Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Ultimate Dirt TV. Tonight on the program, round number 2 of the BF1NS Designs 360 Winged Sprint Cars. Tonight we come to Rossburg, Ohio, the track that Earl built. Round number 2 plays host to the Eldora Speedway. Brett Wheeler joined alongside BJ Duvall. BJ, buddy, well, first time we've worked together in behind the scenes, or on commentary, I should say. It's good to have you back here, buddy.
Absolutely, man. It's going to be fun. I think the only person I've ever caught a race with was the old Wesley Outland, Cody Wooten, and Alex Robinson.
I'll speak off the devil as Alex has just joined us right now, so it looks like we might be heading to a 3-man team here, but we've got heat race number 1 coming out on track. We'll just take a look at quickly the qualifying results coming up on screen. Austin Stern was the man that went quick time for LGR Motorsports with a 13.958. Jordan Eder, Dakota Hartzell rounds out your top 3. Your top 5 is Sean Bowers and Brian Funk. Take a look at heat race number 1. Starting grid, Austin Stern will start on pole. He's outside it with the 03 of Sean Bowers, BJ.
Inside of row number 2 is going to be Dennis Noakes, and to his outside is going to be Ken Byron in the 110.
Alex, who starts positions 5 and 6?
Sorry, I'm still rushing around, but starting 5th will be the 20 car of Jeremy Wiggle.
Wiggle?
Wiggle? And outside is Kevin Allen in the 69.
And Chris Forsyth will start out of position 7, and Darren Hall will roll off out of position number 8. Alex, let us know when you're good to go, and what I'll do. So I'm going to take a walk back to the production truck here in just a few minutes, but while you're getting set up, BJ, heat number 1 is upon us right now.
Alrighty, heat number 1 coming to the green flag right now. Austin Stern bringing us down out of turn number 4. He's on the loud pedal. Getting a great jump right off the bat. Down the front straightaway, jumps right out to a couple car lengths lead.
And a good start there by Austin Stern in that 75 inch from Sean Bowers, who again was pretty phenomenal last week at the World Speed. They're looking to back up, but another good strong performance here this week. Again, a little bit of a track change this week. We were scheduled to be at the Lumberley Motorsports Park, but with Speed Week being next week, the guys here at Apex are also committed to running Lumberland, so that's been a bit of a track schedule change in the program, nothing to write home about, but right now heat number 1, and it is all Austin Stern, Sean Bowers, Ken Byron, your top 3. Here comes Byron now looking at the inside, on Bowers into 3 and 4.
And Ken Byron in the number 110, the Ryko Motorsports entry, sitting in 3rd place. I believe that's the 3rd. Yes, that is the 3rd and final transfer position. Top 3 single filed out right now with a comfortable gap back to 4th place. Looking at it almost, well, a little over a second, almost a second and a half right now. Got their positions pretty well set and pretty well solid into the feature tonight.
The B main right now. Austin Stern continues to lead the way. 6 down this time by with 4 to run. Bowers still runs in 7. Right now, Kevin Allen holding on to position 4. That'll be a pole position in the B main later on tonight. We're back to going wide. We're back down in 5th. Chris Forsyth, Darren Hall, and Dennis Noakes. Unfortunately, he found himself back on pit road, but Sean Bowers starting to close in. 14 to the second on your race leader, BJ.
Yeah, Sean Bowers moving in quickly on the backside of Austin Stern, looking low through 1 and 2, coming down the back straightaways, coming back up to the top just a little bit there, but Austin Stern still with the run on the high side as he comes down the track out of turn number 4. Sean Bowers still looking strong back there, looking to catch up quickly.
Bowers is only got 1 half a mile here at Eldora Speedway. Austin Stern continues to lead the way. 2 turns down the back straightaway for the final time. Heat number 1. They start to move up the racetrack, nearly getting to the creek in turns 3 and 4. Check and find out Austin Stern will win heat number 1. He'll start on pole, the main event for 35 or 31 later on tonight. Sean Bowers home in 2nd. Ken Byron will get that 3rd and final transfer position. I believe we had 25, maybe 26 entries signed into the pit area for tonight. And again, heat number 1 is complete. We'll take a look at those official results for you, popping up on your screen right now. Stern gets the win. Bowers and Byron home in 2nd and 3rd. Allen, Weigel, Forsyth, Hall, Noakes, your 8 drivers in heat number 1 for the BF1NS Designs 360 Wing Sprint Car Series. Heat number 2, BJ, who starts on the front row?
Jordan Eder in the 9 car will take pole position to his outside. It's going to be Brian Funk in the 28.
Row number to the 14, it's Wayne Nichols. Outside of him, from Florida, the 23 of Christopher Schaefer.
All right. Inside of row number 3 is going to be Brandon Morgan from the Firm Motorsports in the number 31 entry. Into his outside is going to be Bob Bestman in the 015.
Starting in the 7th spot, the 18 of Joshua Anders. And outside, rounding out the field, the 30, it's Colby Araki.
All right, as Brett steps aside, we got the grid rolling out of the pits right now, or getting ready to roll out of the pits. I thought I seen him moving there. There they go. Alex is the one that's always good at thinking of stuff to talk about, and I think he's still getting set up. So,
I'm kind of ready. I just might have destroyed half my hand getting set up, but we're fine.
Alex is off to a great start on the night.
Well, I like you guys too much not to, I missed the flight last week, so I thought I'd hurry up and catch the flight this week, just a little late.
We had a pretty quick change in plans as to who's going to be in the broadcast seat tonight. Alex stepping in at the last minute. Fill in. So, it really is. It really is.
Oh, man. As BJ Duval is finally learning that a producer should not distract the announcer, but
coming to the green flag field and Netter, coming down out of turn number 4. It's a good jump over the rest of the field. Brian Funk staying right there with him. Gets a good lead over top of 3rd place. Wayne Nichols. So everybody's starting to single file out already in heat number 2.
On that outside. The outside looks to be coming in quick here as Funk goes to it one more time. Gets a run around Eder. Funk is your new leader as he gets a heck of a run and starts to pull away there. Eder going to jump to the top side, but here comes the 14 and Nichols right on his back bumper.
Nichols getting a good run off turn number 4 right there, getting right up to the backside of Eder, trying to look low through 1 and 2, but instead he loses a little bit of ground. Going back into turns number 3 and 4, he looks to the high side, Eder to the middle this time.
Still in front as you see him starting to put a gap in between him and the 2nd place car, over half a second lead as contact between Eder and Nichols. Nichols going to drop all the way back in the 7th spot as he can't get off the wall still. Eder going to drop back into 4th. Brandon Morgan, Chris Schaefer, they go into the 2 and 3 spot as Eder now drops into 4th, but Brian Funk still out in front.
Nichols the big loser out of that one. Schaefer the big winner on that one. They're moving all the way back, moving all the way up to 2nd place and into a transfer position with bringing Brandon Morgan right there with them. Everybody's single filing out right now, and Brian Funk, it is his race to lose at this point.
As you see Funk out to over, as we look, here's Jordan Eder, and that's over almost 2 seconds between him and the leader now. As just remember, he was up in front of this one at one moment here. Look at the gap that Brian Funk has put on the rest of the field, almost a second over that 2nd place car and back, as Brian Funk has put on a clinic since he took the lead here. But Schaefer, Morgan, they're sitting 2 and 3 still, as those two might be getting ready to battle.
Absolutely, Funk absolutely dominant tonight. Battle getting ready to brew with Schaefer and Morgan as Morgan's quickly catching up to Schaefer, and Eder quickly catching up to them as well. Eder getting in that contact earlier on, 1 lap to go.
Brian Funk still out in front here as you see him. He's through 3 and 4. Going to run that top side and that 28 machine. Brian Funk parks in a victory lane for heat race number 2. Christopher Schaefer looks like he takes home that 2nd spot. Brandon Morgan in 3rd. Jordan Eder in 4th.
It's going to be Bestman, Anders, Nichols rounding out the 7-car field. Heat 2 results coming up on screen now. It's going to be Brian Funk, Christopher Schaefer, Brandon Morgan to the feature race. Jordan Eder, Bob Bestman, Joshua Anders, Wayne Nichols, and Colby Araki. Colby Araki obviously not gridding, but everybody else heading to the Constellations.
Heat 3, and starting on the pole from Wraith Racing, the 75, it's Dakota Hartzell. Outside of him, Phantom Motorsports, the 02, it's Matthew Croak.
Inside of row number 2 is going to be Joe Kaiser in the number 29. To his outside is going to be Angel Ortega in the 22.
Starting 5th, Ryan Frug in the 65, and outside of him from Team SSR is Cale Heibolt in the 58, and rounding out the field from the lovely state of Pennsylvania, the 038, it's Adam Fligger.
Alex is always out here rooting for Pennsylvania. Alex is from Pennsylvania, but you know what? I don't know of anybody out here that's from West Virginia, so I'm going to root for anybody that's got Virginia. I'm going to take a quick look, and that's actually nobody. Literally nobody here is from either of the Virginias. I got nobody in my area, but I'll tell you what, I am going to root for Matthew Croak on this one. I'm going to call him the winner in this heat race.
Duval, you do realize this is sprint car racing, not late model racing, right?
Yeah, well...
Virginia's not known for sprint car racing.
Well, West Virginia Motor Speedway getting ready to open up here soon. We're going to be having some sprint cars this year. We're getting ready to come to the green flag pace cars off. Dakota Hartzell down the front straightaway. Huge jump over second place, Matthew Croak.
As you see, Hartzell gets a heck of a jump. Kaiser goes as now Kaiser in that 3rd spot. Ortega dropping back here as Frug and them are all battling out.
Alex having difficulties. He's got more difficulties than technical, but we won't get into that right now. As Joe Kaiser is the one running in 3rd place right now, starting to gain a little bit of ground over Ryan Frug. Ryan Frug and Angel Ortega getting ready to battle it out for that 4th place. Now that's not a transfer position to the feature. I think I've got the names wrong here. Kaiser and Frug. Okay, so Kaiser and Frug getting ready to battle it out for the transfer position. There's one car up there. I'm trying to figure out who that is. It's right in front of the leaders, it looked like.
You see the battles wage on still. Kaiser and Frug, those two side by side. Contact! Oh, ooh, man.
Contact for a transfer once again.
So Ryan Frug, Joe Kaiser still holding on that 3rd and 4th spot here. There's a lot of contact, and now it looks like Ortega gets in the wall. That opens the door. Here comes Heibolt. He's in 5th.
Heibolt has moved up to 5th. He's only moved up 1 spot, but Ryan Frug is right there with him. Moved up. Sizable gap after that contact. I don't see Frug making his way up after he got a little bit of car hide from Joe Kaiser. Joe Kaiser up into the wall. That's going to allow Frug to catch back up.
As you see, Kaiser holds onto that 3rd spot, but look, here comes Croak trying to get on Dakota Hartzell. Hartzell looking strong through this heat race here as white flag about to wave as he has over a half a second gap on the 2nd place car, Croak.
He's got a half-second gap, but over that last lap coming out of turn number 4, he actually gained 0.2 of a second. In turns number 3 and 4, he's a lot quicker than Hartzell is. Hartzell, however, got enough of a lead and enough of a run out of the corners that he's going to take heat race number 3.
So Dakota Hartzell takes home heat race number 3. He's going to start on the inside of row number 2 in that 75 machine. So we're going to look at the official results here.
So results on screen now. Your winner is going to be Dakota Hartzell from Wraith Racing, and at number 75, Matthew Croak out of Phantom Motorsports, and Joe Kaiser running out your top 3, and it's going to be Cale Heibolt, Ryan Frug, Angel Ortega, and Adam Fligger. Everybody's heading straight to the feature here tonight. So we're going to take a minute now as we're heading into the warm-up. Let these drivers get a few hot laps in. We're going to take a minute to step aside and thank our sponsors. We are back. Feature race time. Cars are pulling out on track right now. We're going to take a look at our starting grid. Starting on pole from LGR Motorsports in the number 75 is going to be Austin Stern. To his outside is going to be Brian Funk in the 28.
Starting in row number 2 inside Wraith Racing. 75 is Dakota Hartzell. Outside of him, it's Brett's pick to win it here. It's Sean Bowers.
Starting inside of row number 3 is going to be Christopher Schaefer in the 23, and to his outside is going to be Matthew Croak from Phantom Motorsports in the 02.
7th, the 110, it's Ken Byron. Outside of him, the Firm Motorsports 31, Brandon Morgan.
Inside row number 5 is going to be Joe Kaiser in the 29. To his outside is going to be Kevin Allen in the 69.
Starting 11th, Jordan Etter in the 9. Outside of him, Team SSR 58, it's Cale Heibel.
Starting inside row number 7 is going to be Jeremy Weigel from LSR, Team SSR in the number 20. To his outside is going to be Bob Beesman in the 015.
Starting 15th, 65, it's Ryan Frug as the green flag has dropped. We are underway here. Austin Stern out to a lead. As you know, BJ, I'll let you pick first. He picked Bowers. Who are you picking to win this one?
I'm going to go Hartzell.
Well, you know what? I'll pick the Fleetwood native of Pennsylvania, the 75. I pick Austin Stern to win this one here, as Stern out to an early advantage. And guess who gets to say hi on lap number 2? It's the caution.
Caution is out already. We're looking at Darren Harrell in the 41 cars. We'll take a look at our Ultimate Dirt TV instant replay. See several cars just rolling there. See if we can't get a look back earlier. See Darren Harlan of 41 there just gets contact with, I'm not real sure who that was there, with Flieger, and just catches the inside wall afterwards. It's classic PA driver for you there. Must have went to the Alex Robinson School of Racing.
And guess what? If we want to make that joke, Duval, I learned everything from you. So guess what? It comes all full circle back to you now, don't it?
Oh, alright. Can't argue with that one there. That was a look at our Ultimate Dirt TV instant replay. We're just seeing Darren Harrell coming down the track, catching the right front there, a little bit of Flieger. Darren Harrell and Flieger both taking it pit side early on in this race.
Lights out on the pace truck. The 75 of Stern still out in front of this one with Brian Funk. And then Sean Bowers, Dakota Hartzell there in that row number 2. As 2 laps in, Austin Stern had a heck of a jump. So it's going to be one of those to keep your eye on him and that 75 machine running the top side. And another storyline will be to see if that bottom side actually comes in.
You know, I've seen it time and time again here in the sprint cars. As bottom side likes to come in, as Austin Stern brings back to the green down the front straightaway. Gets another good jump.
So the green flag is out, and the jump for Austin Stern. He goes to the high side. Sean Bowers, Brian Funk. They're battling for second.
Oh, cars around on the back straightaway.
Oh.
It's going to be Matthew Croak and... Ooh, we got a whole bunch of Matthew Croak, Ken Byron, I think maybe Colby Rocky. A lot of drivers getting tangled up in that one.
So a lot of problems going on early on here at Eldora.
We're taking a look here at the number 28. It's going to be Brian Funk, just gets loose coming out of turn number 2 and down the track across the nose of the number 2 car. Spinning around the 2 car, makes it out all right. Matthew Croak just gathering up several cars behind us. Funk and Rocky both end up on their sides there. A lot of that could have been avoided with a brake pedal.
So Rocky out, Funk out, and Morgan out. So 3 cars already out of this one here.
If anybody is out there looking to join a fantastic 360 Sprint Car League, check out BF1NS. 360s. It is capped for 2,500 I rating. This is their developmental series, and then on Thursday nights, I believe it is. Brett can correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe it's Thursday nights. They run their Apex Auto Glass 410 sprint cars. That of course is open. That is their top series. We're coming back to the green flag. Pace cars in. Darren Harrell down the front straightaway, bringing. Gosh, that Adam Flieger down the front straightaway, bringing Darren Harrell with him.
As you see, Adam Flieger out in front right now. Darren Harrell up there in second as well. So those two cars sneaking through here. Adam Flieger up 20 spots. Darren Harrell up 17 spots, it says here.
Yeah, I'm not real sure what's going on there. All right, so
there we go.
Finally updated. We're back to Austin Stern. Austin Stern up in the lead. Just wondering what was going on there. Austin Stern with another good jump on the restart there. Gets into the wall. Opens the door for Sean Bowers to get by. Sean Bowers, the new race leader. Austin Stern looking back to the inside. Turn number 3. Caution coming back out. And that, I believe, is going to put Austin Stern back in the lead, as it should take us back to the last scoring loop.
As Mr. Producer, does this sound familiar? I pick somebody, he loses the lead, gets into the wall, and guess what? Lightning strikes, caution comes out, and gets the lead back.
Caution coming out. Looks like Joe Kaiser, Wayne Nichols, and Ken Byron all getting tangled up together. We'll take a look at our Ultimate Dirt TV instant replay. We'll take a look at the 14 of Wayne Nichols out of Australia. Looks like he just gets loose out of turn number 2 there. Oh, and cars were already wrecking in front of him. Looks like Ken Byron and I'm not sure who that is, the 29X. That's going to be Joe Kaiser getting together. Cautions breed cautions. We're on caution number 3 already in 6 laps, averaging 2 laps per green flag stint.
Oh,
actually,
man.
now that I'm looking at it, are we counting caution laps? I could be wrong on that. No, we are not counting caution laps. All right, so it means we are on lap number 6. We'll hit lap number 7 when we come back to the green flag, and we're at 3 cautions already. A long ways to go in this race. A lot of beating and banging and wrecking, spinning, and flipping already.
I blame. Green flag back out. As, oh man, we're getting close there. Down the bottom.
Wrecking again. Not even a half a lap, and we got cars at the front of the pack going around in turns number 1 and 2. Taking a look here at the number 65. That's going to be Ryan Frug. Looks like he just gets into the side of the number 69. Once again, 69 getting caught up in a couple of them here tonight already. It's going to be Kevin Allen. Just collecting several more cars behind, most of them making it out of it all right. Race officials having a few words with everybody. As lights are out, everybody's doubling back up.
As you see, though, Austin Stern, after hitting the wall hard before that last caution, he went to the pits, so he's back into that 12th spot now. So again, Hartzell, Bowers, that's your front row. Allen, Schaefer, second row. As pace truck is in. green flag back out on the raceway. Sean Bowers gets a heck of a jump. He's holding on to the lead right now. As you see, we're 3 wide for second there. Hartzell, Schaefer, Anders, those 3 battling it out for that second spot right now. But Sean Bowers on the top side looking comfortable. You see Anders, you see Schaefer. They're on the bottom side right now trying to make that side work. But Bowers out in front, Hartzell in second. Now Schaefer gonna hold the bottom. Anders trying to sneak up top there. Oh man, we're getting too close for comfort there. Almost another catastrophe right now as Anders takes over that third spot. Schaefer in second. Here comes a whole gaggle of cars behind.
Just a moment ago, Ken Byron collected the wall again, but managed to recover it. The top 2 have just pulled away from the field, but as you said, we got a whole gaggle of cars back there. We got the 20 car, I don't know who the 20 car is. That would be Jeremy Weigel, Bob Beesman, Matthew Croak all battling it out. Drivers getting 3 wide, bunching up again. One of them up into the wall, but we managed to stay green.
And look who's coming back up through the field. The 75 machine of Austin Stern. Running that top side, trying to get around cars. He's up into the top 5 right now. Next target for him is Cale Heibold, and he's going to get around him. Heibold went to the bottom side there as Stern gets back up into 4th, but he's got a long way to go if he wants to catch up to the leaders. They're over a 4-second lead on Austin Stern and Anders there in that 3rd and 4th spot. As Stern goes to the top side, going to go around Anders now, and Austin Stern into the top 3 once again.
Austin Stern quickly working his way back through the field as he's up into 3rd and just blew the doors right off of Anders, almost as if he was sitting still there coming out of turn number 4. Stern quickly gaining almost a 10th per turn, so 2 tenths per lap, I should say. And caution flag out once again.
Now that's going to open the door for that 75 machine of Stern, who gained a lot of ground having to go. He was in that 11th or 12th spot when we went restart there, and he knocked out a few cars. They're going 3-4 wide, and he took advantage of everything as we look at the caution here. Adam Flieger gonna go, hits a slick, hits a car, both hit the wall, both go upside down.
That was a fantastic analysis by Alex Robinson.
Did you almost forget my name?
Sorry, who are you?
New phone, who dis?
Oh, as we have the producer and co-announcer Alex both saying the same thing at the same time.
Wait. Who are you? You're never in the booth.
Facts.
Wait.
Beat you to it.
Wait, Brett. It's not new phone in this case. It's new booth. Who dat?
Very, very true. Very true. I am the new one here. The lights are out on the pace track, rolling 2 by 2 in turn number 3, getting ready to take back the green flag. 21 laps to go. Sean Bowers brings us back to the green flag, gets another good jump, bringing Stern right with him. Stern looking underneath the Hartzell.
Stern there in the 3rd. As you see, our picks 1, 2, and 3 right now. Stern going to the bottom side, going to slide up as he's going to have company. As here comes Anders to the inside. They're side by side for 3rd. And Mr. Wheeler, you shouldn't have told him how many laps are left. And this man, I want to see him do some math live on broadcast once more as he struggles to get the lap counts for me. But Sean Bowers, Dakota Hartzell, they're up in front right now. Sean Bowers over a 2nd advantage already over Austin Stern as Stern holds that top side. There's Dakota Hartzell right now. As 4/10 of a second over the 2nd place car, Sean Bowers is rolling around that top side. And it's going to take a few mistakes and maybe a few cautions from Dakota Hartzell and Austin Stern. But look at the through the field here. Bob Bestman, Joe Kaiser, they're all on the move. Joshua Anders, though, up 13 spots into that 4th spot.
Up 13 spots and looking after Austin Stern right now. So he's right on the back bumper most of the time of Austin Stern. Running and right behind him, scratch that. I was actually wrong on that. That's Matthew Croak behind Anders.
As you see Stern and Hartzell both trying to make moves and try and catch up to Sean Bowers, who just looks fast right now. Joshua Anders just set his quickest time of the night. On lap 20, he went a 15.65. So again, He's not putting down blistering times, but he's putting down consistent times and putting them down good here as we got a battle for second. Hartzell, Stern, they're side by side. Hartzell goes to the bottom. He's going to hold the bottom. There he goes. He slides up to the top trying to get a run. Here comes the LGR Motorsports, the 75 of Austin Stern to the inside. He's going to try and make a little slide job for second.
Austin Stern still the fastest car on the track. The last 4 laps by almost 1/10 of a second. Several of those laps, the only car still hitting 14-second laps several times here. Is that 2 laps ago, he actually turned less than 1,000th of a second's difference between that lap and his best lap the entire race. Austin Stern still trying to get back up. And caution out once again.
Here we go. About 10 laps to go here. Bauer, Stern, and Hartzell. This is going to open the door possibly for Stern and Hartzell to gain some ground on Sean Bowers. But look, here's Bob Bessman. He's on that bottom side going into turn 1 and 2, coming in hot. And oh, it happened in front of him a little bit, and he just got collected with it. So Darren Harrell there. They go 3 wide momentarily, gets contact with the 9 car of Jordan Eder, and then Eder gets him again, and then there goes Harrell into the wall and collects Bessman with him.
You know, as fast as Darren Harrell lost speed right there, I can't help but wonder if he didn't run out of fuel as he has taken it pit side. Been a lot of action all throughout the field here tonight. Drivers making moves. Joshua Anders, the furthest one through the field, up 13 spots in that 4th position. Started 17th tonight. Is currently running in 4th. Sean Bowers up 3 into the lead. Matthew Croak up 1 in 5th. Weagle 7 into 6th. Even Dennis Noakes, though he is now out, he's actually up 6 spots from where he started.
But now here's where, as you see, Stern there gets back up through the field. We said about 10 laps ago, if that, he was back in that 12th spot, and he has gone all the way up to 2nd now. So Sean Bowers, Austin Stern, and Dakota Hartzell, all 3 of our picks right now, as they look like the 3 fastest cars, and Anders is right there with them. But Bowers, Stern, and Hartzell, they are the 3 fastest cars right now, and the real question, like it says right there at the bottom of your screen, who will win tonight? Well, the green flag is out. We have about 11 laps to go here at Eldora Speedway. Sean Bowers to the top side. Stern going to follow suit here. Bowers, Stern, they're going right nose to tail there. Oh, man, that's close.
Stern looking to the inside of Bowers. He dives down to turn number 1, throws the slider. Bowers back underneath. Bowers retakes the lead, going back for it once again in turn number 3 and 4. Not going to make a stick once again as Bowers is going to dive back to the inside and take the lead back over.
And you see the battles are coming. The White Castles are being served here. Sean Bowers holds the lead. As you see, there goes Austin Stern to the bottom. Oh, he's not going to clear that one. Holds up a little bit. He's going to lose a lot of time. Here comes the 75 Dakota Hartzell right behind him now. As Stern's best bet, he goes up to the top now, trying to gain more ground on Sean Bowers, who has gained over a 2nd advantage right now after that mistake from Stern. Stern gets into the wall. Hartzell going to get him as well there, as Hartzell takes over the 2nd spot, and look, there it is still. 17th to 4th, Joshua Anders. He's in that 4th spot right now. But Bowers, Hartzell, and Stern, they're just pulling away from the rest of them.
And the crazy thing about it is usually when you're seeing these sliders being thrown and crossovers coming back at them, the lines changing quickly, making moves is what they are. They usually end up losing ground to drivers behind, but yet they still continue to gain ground as we see Stern throwing a slider every single turn as Hartzell keeps diving back underneath him. Hartzell's going to tuck in behind him right there, but he's going to go after a slider himself in turns number 1 and 2. Shoots up the track. Stern's going to look back underneath. A little bit of contact there, no harm, no foul. Going to back straight away. Stern takes back over 2nd position.
You see the 2 75s battling out here, the 75X and the 75 Hartzell. Stern goes to the top side, and this is one of those races you wish you had. You gotta be kidding me.
Caution back out on the raceway. It's going to be Chris Forsyth. gosh.
up to a 2.3-second lead over Hartzell and Stern before this caution came out, and we're going to look at this. Oh, just hitting the wall. This Chris Forsyth. And, well, Forsyth just... Oh,
Forsyth didn't have enough foresight to keep it out of the wall.
He did that all on his own there. Looked like me at Volusia on Sunday.
Just Volusia?
Don't start with me.
I got to give Alex a hard time. He actually drives for me.
You shouldn't say that in public.
Not that I should admit that, but Alex actually drives for me. He's got a lot of talent. But, gotta find it. So we're gonna go single file here.
It's April Fool's, right? You're kidding. I got as much talent racing as you do broadcasting.
There's a reason you don't normally hear me on the mics.
Oh, you should have known I was going to throw a blow at you sooner or later.
You know I'm getting desperate when I'm the first one that jumps in when Brett asks if anybody's available to announce.
Well, I mean, it's an opportunity to work with Brett. He makes you. He keeps you smiling throughout.
It is an opportunity to work with Brett.
I've learned that after 12 hours of USA, but you know, three laps.
He starts diving off single file. Sean Bowers brings back the green flag, as Alex just said. 3 laps, green flag is out. Single file really helping Bowers out, getting him about a 5-car length lead there right off the start. We had 1 car in the wall back there, falling back. I'm not sure who that was.
I'm waiting. Are we going to get the caution? Are we going to go green, white checkers? It's the real question. There's 2 to go here. Sean Bowers out in front. He gets into the slick a little bit, opens the door. Here comes Austin Stern, gaining some time on Sean Bowers, but he has 2 laps to get here. Sean Bowers out in front. Austin Stern trying to make a move. White flag in the air. Austin Stern has 4 turns to do it. Sean Bowers going to hold that line right there. Sean Bowers goes into turn 3 and 4. Going to block the slider line. Stern goes to the bottom. Here we go, side by side. It's going to be Sean Bowers taking home the feature here at Eldora. Austin Stern in second. Dakota Hartzell in third.
That's where Matthew Cook, Ken Byron running up the top 5. And there we go again.
Brett Wheeler wins another pick.
And as far as we go, it goes Brett Wheeler, Alex Robinson, and then, of course, the no-name announcer, who's not an announcer, who's just filling a booth. Me. Bowers rolling around right now. We're waiting to see if he rolls up into victory lane, and he's not. He's rolling right on the front straight away. Got a perfect shot of victory lane on the cameras, and Bowers pulls it to the front straight away.
So here we go. The results again. Sean Bowers parks in the victory lane here at Eldora. Austin Stern in second. Dakota Hartzell in third. Matthew Croak in that 4th spot. Ken Byron in 5th.
Then it's going to be Joshua Anders, Jeremy Weigel, Ryan Frug, Joe Kaiser, and Kevin Allen rounding out your top 10.
Jordan Eder will come home in 11th. Cale Heibold, Bob Bestman, Angel Ortega, and Christopher Schaefer is your 15th.
Then it's going to be Brian Funk, Dennis Noakes, Chris Forsyth. There we go. And then Colby Araki, Wayne Nichols, Adam Flieger, Darren Harrell, and Brandon Morgan.
And as you see there, Joshua Anders, hard charger for the night, up 10 spots, finishing in that 6th spot. But we're going to go right down here into victory lane as Will Duvall is with the winner, Sean Bowers.
Sean, you put on a fantastic race. Had a little bit of battling going on there with Stern for the lead for a little while, and yet managed to pull it off there at the end with that single file restart. How much did that single file restart help you out there at the end?
Yeah, I mean, that helped me out actually a lot. I mean, on that previous restart before that, slide job Austin was throwing, he drove a hell of a race. Hats off to him and Dakota and everybody out, out there.
Absolutely. And, you started back there in the fourth position, if I'm not mistaken. And you just, so for sure, you start back there in fourth, and then you seem to stay pretty calm, and you worked your way through and just took advantage of mistakes that they made. What was going through your head, and what was your game plan going into this to go after that win?
Just staying consistent, staying out of trouble, staying smooth. You make a mistake and somebody will capitalize. Just like what happened with us. I made a mistake, got in the wall, and I capitalized.
Absolutely, you put on a fantastic race. Before we let you go, I'm gonna let you give a shout out. You got a lot of logos there on the car. Let us know who they are and who's backing you to get you where you up there in Victory Lane tonight.
All the guys over there at the Firm Motorsports, Apex Auto Glass and Tinting, Ryko for the Killer Setups, Butt Kicker, Mazin's Transport, 21 Designs, Fine Line Designs, Justin Sick Photography, and Siebers Race Media.
Alrighty, fantastic run once again, and congratulations on the win, Sean. And I believe Alex has caught up with our second place finisher, Austin Stern.
Coming home in second place, it's the PA guy, the 75. It's Austin Stern. Austin, heck of a run for you tonight, especially around that top side.
Oh, yeah, that top was really tricky. I really kicked myself in the ass there when I hit the wall when I was leading, but I knew I'm really good here at Eldora, so I knew I lived and died by that high side. And before I knew it, I was way up there within a couple laps of dropping.
And it's like you said, you hit the wall there, you go and get the car fixed a little bit there as you had some right rear damage after hitting the wall hard. Restarting in about that 12th, 13th spot. You went 4 wide at a time. You had that cushion set up, and you zoomed by 4 cars, and you were in the top 5 within 2-3 laps.
That was a lot of fun. Like I said, I live and die by that high side here at Eldora. Like Team Matt said, the chili ball, it's really no fun running that bottom. It's all up top is where all the fun is. And I felt like I was the quickest car out there, especially on the high side, but I just kind of killed myself a couple times with trying to throw sliders when I wasn't supposed to and trying to cross back under, and that really slowed me down, especially when there's no grip in the middle or down low. But I thought that was a heck of a race between the top 3, and I hope it was fun to watch.
Well, with the fast car, you got to have a good crew behind you and a good sponsors. Who you got to thank?
I got to thank Red Line Race Designs, Finish Line Repair, Pushing the Cushion Productions, the One Wish Foundation, and the LGR Motorsports.
Well, that is your second place finisher. It's Austin Stern in the 75. Now, coming home in third place, it is Dakota Hartzell and Will Duvall. It's with the 75.
Absolutely, Dakota, you put on a great race. You were personally my pick for the win. You started in third and you finished in third. You got up there and you had a little battle for the lead. What was your game plan going in tonight, and how did it all work out for you?
I kind of planned on the bottom coming in a little bit better than it did towards the end. I tried it once with like 5 or 6 laps to go. It just wasn't there. Then I just duffed the wall after that restart. I thought I had something for him, but not when you make mistakes like that.
Seeing you at one point in time, you fell back into fourth, but it didn't last very long. You made your way back up into third. Were you getting a little bit worried there when you fell back? Forget who it was. I think it was Joshua Anders that came up there and started giving you a run for your money for that third place position. Was you getting a little bit nervous at that point in time, or were you still feeling pretty good?
I was still feeling pretty good. I knew my car was going to stay with it the whole race, and even when it slipped off and got completely black, the car would still be there. I'd still be pretty fast.
All right, well, that track got real slick there throughout the race and looked like it, for the most part, became a topside dominant track. Is that something that you look for? Do you prefer the slick, or do you prefer it to stay tacky?
Yeah, I like the slick. It's a lot of fun, a lot more challenging, a lot more fun sliders. I had a great battles with Austin and Sean in that. It's a lot of fun.
All right, before we let you go, we're going to let you give a shout out to your sponsors. Thank everybody who helped you get up there in that third position and stick with it tonight.
Yeah, shout out to Savannah Auto Electric, Wrath Racing, Belushi's Farm, B&R Auto Wrecking.
All righty, that was Dakota Hartzell, and I'm going to throw it back to Alex to close this out.
So, ladies and gentlemen, that was everyone here. Eldora Speedway 360s. Will, you handed over to me, but you didn't even give your closing thoughts before I can close it out.
Well, it was a fantastic race. Thoroughly enjoyed watching it and being here in the booth with you and Brett. hope I get to do it again, but preferably behind the scenes a little bit more. That's where I like to shine. But, had a lot of fun here. Congrats to Sean Bowers. Great race, great run, great win. We'll see them all next week.
So, ladies and gentlemen, like BJ said, next week, BF1NS Designs 360s at Limaland, I'm pretty sure. So, Limaland Speedway, we're making the trip to Ohio with the 360s next week for BF1NS Design. But catch us tomorrow night for the Apex Auto Glass 410 Sprint Cars. Can Tyler Shell repeat after a dominant performance at Lernerville Speedway? Or can someone like Logan Rumsey come and knock off the defending champion? Tune in tomorrow night to find out. Here on Ultimate Dirt TV, I'm Alex Robinson, BJ Duvall, Brett Wheeler. Have a good night.